Hello everyone. My name is Kevin Kinnaird, and this is my Global Learning Project Interaction Video 2 for TE 150. My partner is the same as last time, and his name is Jay Galapati. And for our interaction, we went to a Hindu temple somewhere in the East Lansing area to celebrate Diwali. Diwali is known as the Festival of Lights. It's anywhere in between like the last couple of weekends to October to the first week of November. This year it happened to be the 25th of October to the 27th of October. And it is associated with the Lakshmi. She is the goddess of prosperity, and then marks the new fiscal year in India. Going into the Hindu temple, I was very nervous because I don't really know anything about Diwali or the Hindu religion for that matter. I didn't know how to act, dress, say, or do. My goal was to be a fly on the wall and observe the celebration because I didn't want to do something I wasn't supposed to do. Jay calmed my nerves almost instantaneously and was just like, hey, this is a celebration where people just have fun and do things to be more inclusive and celebration, and kind of like Christmas or Thanksgiving where people just get together and like reflect and like have a good time. Like, don't worry about offending anybody. It's just all in good fun. Like, we're just here to hang out. And then he introduced me to the pujari, which is the Hindu equivalent of a priest, and he was able to answer all of my questions. Something a little different was when we walked into the building, there was spots for shoes and coats and stuff like that, which is anything like I've seen at a Catholic church before. The building was very immaculate, very clean. And then the thing that I found the most interesting was that like the multiple gods were in gold-like statues. They were very aesthetically pleasing. It made them look very significant, and it meant that they were taken care of and stuff like that, and they were looked at as in highlight. Another something, like, because it was a festival, it wasn't just like a normal sermon. People were singing, dancing, making prayers with one another, as anybody would do because it's a celebration. They were celebrating the end of the year, happy for a new one to start. They were thanking the gods and then praying for more good things to happen in the future. And it made such a small community feel very inclusive and very welcoming to me being an outsider. One thing that I found similar, which was very at the beginning when I walked in, when you walk in, you go up and pray and do all your things, and then you go to all the activities. Something that I found similar was that there was a donation basket, and I put my donation in, and then I received fruit, water, and a small amount of ash on my forehead to signify the third eye. The third eye makes you more connected with the gods, but at the same time, it should make the person humble. As long as like people show effort and to the gods, they will repay with some type of gratitude. That's why when you give a donation, they ended up giving you water and a fruit because, hey, I see you. Here is something that I want you to have, just so you don't go hungry and stuff like that. The third eye reminds me of a Catholic tradition, which is on I think it's on a Wednesday before Lent. You end up going to church and getting a cross of ash on your forehead, and then just makes you more in touch with God. And this is how I consider the third eye as well, because it's the end of the year. Jay was making sure I was involved as much as possible. He really wanted me to feel included and not like an outsider. Jay knows a little bit about Christianity because he's lived in America for a good amount of time. So I personally think he's in like one of the fourth or fifth stages on on the stage. I think he's showing signs of acceptance and adaptation because he knows what it's like to be an outsider, and he wants to make sure that I'm not that when I'm in his area. Because like the first 5-7 years that he was living in this country, he probably felt like an outsider, and he probably knows exactly what that's like, and he doesn't want me to feel that way. So I appreciate him making me feel more included in this kind of holiday. This is very overgeneralized, but from what I learned, most religions have the same core beliefs. If you act correctly, the gods will reward you or make sure that they're on their side and keep you in your thoughts and stuff like that. Honestly, I had a really good time learning more about Diwali. I didn't know that much going into it. The only thing that I know is that people kind of get together, and it reminds me of Thanksgiving or Christmas time. I didn't realize the whole lore and the significance behind it, but I know that it goes much deeper than that, because like there's nothing much deeper than Thanksgiving, because that's not really a religion. It's more like American tradition. Jay was one of the best people that I probably could have met and probably have done with this project. He was very polite and very inclusive. He liked everything that I asked, and he just found it interesting that I wanted to know more about him instead of vice versa, because when he came to America, he wanted to know more about Christianity than vice versa, because he wanted to fit in, if that makes any sense. Thank you for watching my video for Teaching Education 150 Global Learning Project Interaction 2. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.